Most people set goals, but did you know that nearly 92% of goals are never achieved? That's right. Almost all of the dreams we make for ourselves end up as unfinished business. But what if I told you there's a secret to making sure your goals are different? What if you could actually achieve them, not just dream about them? In this video, we're going to uncover the strategies that successful leaders use to set goals that actually stick. You'll discover why having a clear vision is more powerful than a to-do list, how breaking your goals into tiny steps can lead to huge wins, and how failing can be the best thing that ever happens to you. We'll also explore how top leaders use accountability and flexibility to stay on track, even when things get tough. Get ready to change the way you think about setting and achieving goals. Whether you're a manager, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to reach new heights, this video will give you the tools to stop setting goals that get forgotten, and start achieving the ones that truly matter. Stay tuned for the game-changing strategies you won't find anywhere else. Chapter 1. The Power of a Visionary Blueprint. Leaders don't just set goals, they set a vision. This vision is not just a vague dream but a detailed blueprint for the future. Think of it as a map that guides them through the obstacles. A clear vision helps create a sense of direction that is essential for success. When leaders have a strong visual of where they want to go, it ignites passion and purpose. According to research by the Harvard Business Review, leaders with a clear vision are 10 times more likely to achieve their goals than those without one. This vision doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be compelling. It's the spark that motivates leaders to keep pushing forward, even in the face of challenges. When you set goals based on a vision, you give yourself something worth fighting for. Take Elon Musk, for example. His vision of making life multiplanetary has shaped his entire career. Without this driving force, his companies would not have reached the heights they have. Leaders must constantly remind themselves of the vision to maintain their focus. It becomes their guiding star, no matter the circumstances. When you envision success, you're far more likely to make decisions that lead you in the right direction. The best leaders break their vision down into small, actionable steps, keeping the bigger picture in mind. Chapter 2. The Reverse Engineering Method. Mapping success backwards. Reverse engineering is one of the most powerful tools for goal setting that top leaders use. Instead of setting a goal and hoping for the best, they start with the end in mind. Leaders begin by imagining their ultimate success and then work backward to identify the steps needed to get there. This strategy makes achieving big goals less overwhelming. Instead of focusing on the task at hand, leaders break it into manageable chunks. For instance, if the end goal is to increase revenue by 20% in a year, they'll reverse engineer this into quarterly and monthly milestones. According to research from the Journal of Applied Psychology, setting goals with backward planning leads to a 50% higher chance of success. It's all about clarity. Leaders who use reverse engineering know exactly what they need to do next. This method also helps them avoid distractions, because they are clear on the required steps. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, uses this method to break down Apple's product releases. Each milestone is a step closer to an innovative product launch. Reverse engineering isn't just about logistics, it's about thinking strategically and seeing the pathway before taking the first step. Chapter 3. The Art of Micro-Commitments. Small wins, big leaps. Great leaders understand the power of micro-commitments. It's not about overwhelming yourself with a giant task but taking one small step at a time. Micro-commitments are small, manageable tasks that eventually lead to big achievements. These tiny wins build momentum and boost motivation. Psychologist B.J. Fogg, who studies behavior science, argues that small habits create lasting change. For example, instead of committing to running a marathon right away, start by running just 5 minutes a day. Over time, these small commitments stack up, leading to big results. Leaders who adopt this strategy break their goals into micro-sized actions that are achievable daily. This approach is backed by research showing that small wins lead to bigger victories. In fact, companies with a habit of celebrating small wins see up to a 30% improvement in employee engagement. Tony Robbins uses this principle by encouraging daily habits that slowly lead to success. By focusing on micro-commitments, leaders avoid the burnout that comes with overwhelming tasks. Instead of stressing over huge projects, they can focus on what's in front of them. When you celebrate small wins, you develop a habit of success that fuels long-term achievements. If you're finding these strategies helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss the next part of this game-changing video on leadership. Chapter 4. The Power of Radical Accountability. Accountability is a game-changer in goal achievement. But top leaders don't just rely on traditional methods of accountability like a boss or coworker checking in. Instead, they implement radical accountability, a system where they hold themselves accountable in bold, often extreme ways. Radical accountability means setting up systems that demand action daily. For instance, they might announce their goals publicly, ensuring that others are watching. According to a study by the American Society of Training and Development, people are 65% more likely to achieve a goal if they commit to someone else. Leaders use this to stay on track. They also incorporate daily check-ins and progress reports to themselves. Leaders like Richard Branson are known to use unconventional methods, including public declarations, to hold themselves accountable. By involving their team, their family, or even social media followers, they add a layer of pressure that ensures they follow through. Radical accountability also involves setting consequences for failure, things like losing money or facing embarrassment if goals aren't met. This system keeps leaders motivated and driven. As Jocko Willink, former Navy SEAL, says, discipline equals freedom. Radical accountability is a discipline that turns goals into non-negotiables. Chapter 5. Flexibility. The silent strength in goal setting. One of the most overlooked aspects of goal setting is flexibility. While it's important to have clear goals, leaders know that the path to success is rarely a straight line. Flexibility allows leaders to adapt quickly and shift direction when necessary. This doesn't mean abandoning the goal, it means finding a new route when obstacles arise. Research by the American Psychological Association reveals that people who are flexible in their goals are 40% more likely to achieve them. Leaders like Jeff Bezos embrace this approach, knowing that being rigid in their plans can lead to missed opportunities. The key is to stay focused on the end result but be willing to adjust your methods as you go. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up on your vision, it means adapting to changing circumstances. Instead of stubbornly sticking to one approach, successful leaders test, tweak, and improve along the way. Flexibility helps leaders stay calm under pressure. When a strategy fails, they pivot quickly and keep moving forward. In a world where change is constant, flexibility in goal setting is not just an advantage, it's essential. By accepting change, leaders find creative ways to achieve their objectives. Chapter 6. Celebrating failures. The hidden growth moments. Leaders don't fear failure, they celebrate it. Failure is often seen as a setback, but for successful leaders, it's a growth moment. By reframing failure, they turn it into an opportunity for learning. Thomas Edison, after failing thousands of times to invent the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Leaders view each failure as a lesson to improve their approach. This mindset shift is crucial for long-term success. In fact, a study by Gallup found that leaders who embrace failure are 40% more likely to lead innovative teams. They encourage their teams to take calculated risks and view mistakes as part of the process. Leaders like Sara Blakely, founder of Spanx, openly talk about their failures, showing that the path to success is never perfect. By celebrating failures, they create an environment where innovation thrives. Failure becomes less scary and more empowering. Instead of avoiding mistakes, leaders use them as stepping stones to build better strategies. This approach allows leaders to stay resilient, even when things don't go as planned. In the end, failure doesn't define them, it refines them. If you enjoyed these strategies, don't forget to subscribe for more leadership tips and tools that will help you take your goals to the next level.